据美国媒体18号报道，特朗普政府已向约60个国家分发了和平委员会章程草案，成员国任期原则上不超过3年，是否续任将由委员会主席决定。但草案同时明确，在首年内向委员会缴纳超过10亿美元现金的国家将不受3年任期限制。
Nation Security Council formally adopted my peace plan and officially endorsed the Board of Peace.
A Bordo Peace, come avete visto, siamo stati anche noi invitati a farne parte, ovviamente, insomma, su questo vale quello che vi ho sempre detto. Ah no, non lo sapevate, scusate. No, vabbè, io con i fusi orari sono un po' persa. Allora sì, anche l'Italia è stata invitata a partecipare al Board of Peace. Allora la notizia ve la sto dando io. Chiaramente vale quello che ci siamo sempre detti, penso che l'Italia possa giocare un ruolo di primo piano nella costruzione del piano di pace e quindi siamo pronti a fare la nostra parte. Del resto mi pare un attore molto attivo nella regione, come voi sapete, in buoni rapporti con tutti gli altri attori regionali e quindi per carità siamo contenti e faremo del nostro meglio, insomma, per dare il nostro contributo che pensiamo possa fare la differenza.
Oh, well, we are in discussions with the United States about this invitation. We very much welcome the invitation, but we'll work through it and talk with the US about what it entails and what it means. I think I would say, though, that we also very much welcome the efforts of President Trump and the Trump administration in bringing about peace in the Middle East. We need to see that take hold. We need to see the parties in the Middle East work with this peace arrangement because we need to see an end to the conflict, we need to see humanitarian assistance brought forward, and we need to see that part of the world rebuilt.
Why are you accepting President Trump's invitation to join his Board of Peace? Is it acceptable to pay $1 billion to be a permanent member? And as well, do you have any concerns that this board could undermine the UN system?
Well, a couple of things there. One is that we will there is a humanitarian tragedy in Gaza that is ongoing. And Canada will make every effort possible to address the situation and provide, at first step to alleviate stop the suffering, the intensification of the suffering, alleviate the situation, provide humanitarian aid, stabilize, ultimately move towards peace and a two-state solution. So we will explore every avenue in order to do that. Second, with respect to the specifics of the Board of Peace, the President raised it with me a few weeks ago. I said, in principle, yes, obviously consistent with what I just said. I will do what I can do. We will do as Canada what we can do to achieve those core humanitarian objectives. With respects to the specifics of the Board of Peace, we haven't gone through all the details of the structure, how it's going to work, what financing is for, et cetera. And so we will work through those in the coming days.
$1 billion reasonable, though?
I mean, that's one of the, look, the modalities of that, money, how's it going? All these questions. Canada wants money to have maximum impact. Let me underscore one thing. Let me underscore one basic thing about the situation. We still do not have unimpeded aid flows, humanitarian aid flows at scale to the people of Gaza. That is a precondition for moving forward on this.
There is a sense coming mainly from the administration that they would like to broaden the reach of the Board of Peace and to even talking about replacing the current UN system. There's talk about charging countries $1 billion to join this Board of Peace. So it's clear that Gaza might be the beginning, but it isn't the end of the Board of Peace as far as the Trump administration is concerned. And it may, that secondary role of kind of replacing existing multilateral institutions might even be more of a priority than its primary function in Gaza for this administration, since Gaza doesn't really have any real strategic value for Donald Trump. I think this is a trap that the Trump administration laid for the international community, and they fell into it. I mean, let's not forget that the Security Council endorsed the Trump 20-point plan, including the Board of Peace, despite the fact that it circumvented existing multilateral organizations like the Security Council itself and the General Assembly. And what we know about the Trump administration's hostility toward these institutions. The board itself, the structure that's been put in place, this two-tiered board of exclusively foreigners with no Palestinians involved. In fact, the first tier is almost entirely made up of Americans, plus Tony Blair, and includes the World Bank president. And then there's this second tier that includes regional stakeholders and others, but also no Palestinians. It's really only the technical committee in which that is made up of Palestinian technocrats that obviously has a Palestinian identity and role, but we don't know what the relationship will be. Between the broader foreign entity of the Board of Peace and the Palestinian Technical Committee. So it's very important for Palestinians to be able to determine their own best interests. So are they going to defer to that Palestinian Technical Committee, or, as I think is more likely, are they going to defer to Israel as a matter of simple power? Israel creates realities on the ground. Israel has objected to the Palestinian Technical Committee. They clearly have other designs that are not about stabilization and reconstruction in Gaza. And so there's going to be that tension. Who are they going to listen to? Israel, which holds most of the cards, or the Palestinian Technical Committee that has Palestinian best interests at heart? So their priority is to destroy Hamas and not to govern Gaza or to stabilize Gaza. And in fact, those two missions are in conflict. So where will the Board of Peace land? Will they adopt Israel's definition of stability, which is to restrict aid or to condition aid on compliance with its own terms, to use aid as a weapon, to promote forces that are basically at odds with the Palestinian interest.
Push Yamin, push Yamin.
大家好，我是主播周玉琴。很多的朋友告诉我们，太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌帮助了睡眠品质。原版的太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，它添加有超级食物羽衣甘蓝，健康再加分。而有睡眠困扰的朋友们，赶快选择蓝色包装这一款晚安加强版，绝对是更有感。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，而且要记得输入推荐代码，有额外的折扣优惠。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便。要吃就吃最好的。